What is going on, guys? Welcome to your 8th C++ tutorial. I think this is the 8th tutorial, but I could be wrong. If I am, who cares? Anyways, welcome to another C++ tutorial, and in this tutorial, what we're going to be covering is building functions with return values. Sounds awesome, and that's because it is awesome, because in the past we created functions that, maybe we gave it some information and it printed something out on the screen, and that's all it really did. But these functions with return values, we're going to give it some information, and then it's actually going to make a calculation, actually do something useful, and return to us an answer. So, instead of just doing its own little thing and printing out on the screen or doing whatever we need it to do, these are actually going to be useful functions that we can use, and it gives us an answer that we can, set to a variable. Maybe we can print that answer out on the screen. So if this sounds kind of confusing, just me talking, once I get typing some code in, everything's gonna make sense. So you're gonna ask, all right, Bucky, since you need to make a function that actually does something, what kind of function are you gonna build? Well, I was racking through my brain, and I was like, well, maybe I can build a function that converts feet to centimeters. That's kind of useful. Or maybe I can build a function that converts like kilograms to grams. That would be a nice demonstration. But you know what? All this scientific crap, no one really uses in real life. So I'm going to build a function that you are definitely going to need in your lifetime, and that is this. You're going to need to know, based on your age, how young of girls you can date. And here's the formula for this. And guys, if you didn't know this, trust me, I didn't know this up until a little bit ago. What you do is you take your age, divide it by 2, and add 7. And whatever that number is, that's the age of girls you're allowed to date, no younger than that. So let's go ahead, and the first thing we need to type is, what kind of answer do we want back? Well, we want the girl's age back. That's our goal. So that, of course, is an integer. And go ahead and name your function anything you want. I'm just going to name mine dateCalc for a date calculator. And now, what kind of information are we going to be giving into the program? Well, we're going to be giving it our age, which is, of course, an integer. No halves. No, like, I'm 23 and a half crap. None of that. You're not allowed to cheat. So anyways, go ahead and put in my age as that variable, and then go ahead and you're ready for the function body. But before you do, remember from the last tutorial, and check this out, whenever you right click, there's not a copy thing right there. That's kind of annoying. So code blocks, you need to fix that. Anyways, go ahead and paste this, get rid of my age in int, and this is what the function prototype is going to look for this. Int, that's what we're getting back. Date calculator, or calc, that's the name, and we're going to be passing in an integer as our age. So anyways, anytime we use the my age variable, that's going to be, we're going to pass it in a number, and it's going to convert it to the variable my age. So check this out. We need one variable for the girl's age that we didn't create yet. So let's go ahead and do that. Int girl's age, and set this equal to this. Oh crap, someone's calling me on Skype. I'll just say I was sleeping or something. Suckers. And let's go ahead and do this. My, who the heck? Hire Indians? Are you serious? Quit talking to me right now. Yeah, I don't. I don't think I'm gonna explain that one. Anyways, moving on. My age divided by 2 plus, actually let's tighten that up, plus 7. So here's what's going to happen. Whenever we call this function, we're going to enter an age like 23, because that's how old I am. Or let's say 24 for simplicity. When I enter 24, it's going to say, alright, 24 is now equal to my age. So take 24, divide it by 2, and add 7. And whatever answer you get from that, set it equal to the variable girl's age. And then, once you have that calculated, go ahead and return girl's age as our final answer. So it does all its calculations, and finally what we get back is the value of girl's age, which should be like 18, 19. one of those things sounds appropriate for me. So let's go ahead, and what we need to do now is call this method. So we can go ahead and just throw in a number like 23, but let's go ahead and build this program where we give the user an opportunity to enter their own age. So we need a variable for age. So let's go ahead and put int age. And now let's go ahead and give them a little prompt on the screen. Cout, enter your age, end it with a semicolon, and now what we need to do is give them a way to enter their age and set it equal to the variable age. So CIN, remember that, age. So now what we have is whenever they press a number or type a number on the screen, you should say, and press enter, whatever number they type is going to be equal to the variable age. So let's go ahead and tighten that up. Actually, there we go. That looks like nice to me. So now what we need to do is we need to take whatever number they entered and we need to pass it in as the argument for this function. So how do we do that? Go ahead and call your function dateCalc, just like that, and that number they entered is going to be passed in as an argument. But what we want to do is this. We want to print out the answer on the screen. So let me go ahead and run this real quick and show you guys a quick example, and then once everything works, hopefully I didn't get any errors. I'll see you in a second. Nope. I'll talk you guys through how it works one last time. So I'm going to enter my age 23, press enter, and the answer is 18. So I'm allowed to date girls that are 18 years old, no younger than that. So let's go ahead and run this again and just try, so like, let's try something old, like how young is a 76-year-old man allowed to date? 45. So any girl younger than 45, he's not allowed to date. So, that's how it works. But this is how it technically works. So we got our function prototype and our function body. So now that you guys know what those two are, here is how the program is going to work step by step. Your operating system is going to call your main method right here. The first thing it's going to do is recognize, alright, I got a blank age that you're going to enter as an integer. This is just text on the screen so the user knows what's going on, and this is saying, alright, whenever the user enters a number, store it as the variable age. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that age, which is 23 or something, and I'm going to pass it into the function dateCalc. So with this right here, whenever it comes across this line of code, it's going to shoot down to here and use the function dateCalc. So it's going to take that 23, which was age before, and now convert it into my age, and now it's going to do some calculations to it. So 23 divided by 2 is 11. That's how you round in computer. You kind of forget about the decimal place. We'll worry about that later. So anyways, it's 11 plus 7, which is 18, and I'm going to take that 18 and store it in the variable girl's age. Simple enough. And now, once I have that answer, all I'm going to do is return the number 18. So basically, this entire statement right here is the exact same thing as the number 18. So by calling this, you get the value 18, and by calling it with 76, you get 45. Depending on what number you enter is what you get back. Does that make sense to you? It makes sense to me. But anyways, so then all it does, of course, is cout, which is pretty much means just print it on the screen. And by the way, in the last couple tutorials, I saw a comment on one of my videos that they didn't quite understand what this line of code meant instead of system pause. What cin get means is basically wait for the user to enter a character on the screen. They can press any button. Just wait for any character. Get means get character, and cin, of course, you know what that means. So that's what that means. There's a real quick explanation of that. Basically the same thing as system pause, because if we just comment this out and run our program, check this out. Whoa, it actually works without it. That's pretty good. But anyways, throw that in there anyways, because some compilers aren't going to work without it. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions, ask me on my forum. Check out my new website, and I'll see you guys later.